Dan here on the left.
Alex, take us through that goal. I mean, is that just a recognition by Sergachev and you just get to the net there? Take us through what you were seeing there.
We were on a power play and it comes, at the end of it, we weren't on a power play anymore, but we kind of still had that power play set up, and Sergachev throws it down the wall. And when Palat gets it, I think even myself including, thought he was going to rim it up to the other side. He makes a great play on his backhand to put it to me in front of the net. Ends up catching their D, and once I get it, I put it to my backhand because I see Carlson coming with a stick and just try to put anything on net.
Front left.
Alex and Braden, is this a classic case of a win is a win? I mean, did you feel that you maybe survived to an extent?
Yeah, I think obviously Vazzy played great for us, and they definitely had some good scoring chances that he stopped, and he's been huge for us all year, and he was again tonight. I thought after Killer's goal, the intensity picked up for us, and did a good job to hang on and defend.
Middle right, Joe.
Braden, just what was your overall read on that Stamkos goal and that play, and what do you like about being in the middle there in that group?
You're more just kind of to relieve pressure, and sometimes when you have Cooch and Stammer taking one-timers, that kind of opens you up a little bit, and I think on that play, that's what happened. I think Miller found me there, and the first pass I try hits the guy's skate, and lucky enough just bounces kind of right back to me, and I just pushed over Stammer, and he makes a great shot.
Back left.
Either one of you two, Braden or Alex, you go home for Game 5, it's tied up, home ice hasn't meant a whole lot. In this series especially, but even throughout the league in the playoffs, hasn't meant a whole lot. How do you see this?
Well, I think for us, tonight was so important because going down 3-1 in a series is tremendously different than going into a series 2-2. And now we go back home, and I think the way we played at home the past two games, we have to be a lot better. You kind of have to, everyone talks about having the mentality of playing like a visiting road game. It's easier said than done, but I think we just have to keep things simple and not force anything. Braden said it well. Once we got the lead at the end, I think we played our best hockey. Regardless, maybe they were trying to do certain things to score, but we were playing really well defensively.
Stamkos.
Was this one that goalie gets credit for this one?
No, I didn't think he played very well tonight.
You need your goalie to steal you one every once in a while.
Yeah, when you get this far in the playoffs, you're playing such good teams, and there's going to be nights like tonight where it just felt like everything we did didn't go as planned, especially in that second period, and Vasi was there to bail us out. That's why he's one of, if not the best goalie in the world, and he's given us a chance throughout the year when we haven't had our best, and tonight was another example of that. And at the end of the day, in the playoffs, they don't really ask how, right? They ask, what the series is at, and we came in here, and regardless of how well Washington played, which I think they played really well, we found a way to win 2 games, and that's what I'm most impressed with our group, is coming into that, third period after what happened in the second. It was a 0-0 game in our minds. You go win a period, you win a game. You don't know if it's going to happen a minute in or with 5 minutes left, and then we defended like crazy at the end, and it was a win.
How crazy is it that no one's held serve so far, that the road teams have won all these games?
It's pretty bizarre, but you come on the road, there's just that business-like attitude where you're together as a group, you're with each other for dinner, you're watching the other game, you're playing cards, you're just going to the hockey rink and playing, and for whatever reason it's worked so far in this playoff, not just this series, and we found success on the road, and you need to if you want to be where we are.
Just a reminder, please raise your hand and wait for the microphone and state your name and affiliation for your question. We'll take questions for Coach Cooper. We'll start with Tom here in the front right.
Charles Jones, Tampa Bay Times. Coop, can you possibly put into words what Andrei Vasilevsky meant to your team tonight?
Well, I think I remember after game 2, and the questions were coming from the other side of the table and I felt it was the questioning of Vasilevsky, and it was, we don't. And he's been the guy for us. And you know, you love your games when you don't really need your goaltender and your team's playing well in front of you. But when you don't have your A game, you need your goalie to have his A game, and he sure did.
I think last series we put point on the first power play in the middle there. Obviously, he's paid off a lot. Just what did you when at the decision? What did you like about him putting him there?
Well, we just didn't feel we were getting our looks that we liked in the Boston series, and I don't know if you remember. I think it was our last power play in the Boston series. That's when he went in. We scored early, so it didn't. You know, it paid off for us, but it wasn't something that we'd been able to do a lot. But he's always been an option for us there. We thought it just gave us another threat, and in hopes that we could expose maybe Washington in having him there. And and the other thing is too, he gets the puck in the zone, so he's really good at that of transporting the puck. And it's just, as coaches, you got to try and put the guys in a position to have success, and it's really helped out.
Sergey, front left.
Coach, is this to an extent a classic case of a win is a win? Any survival feelings?
Well, we won a game where we didn't have our A game, but if you really look at that game, I mean, our strong play was bookended by some poor play, and we had a really good first period going but you can't spend the last 7.5 minutes. I mean, basically killing penalties the whole time. So yeah, we need the period in there because we just, all the penalty killing we were doing, but our guys were gassed. I mean, that's a lot of stress, mental stress. It's, the same guys are on the ice the whole time. Other guys aren't playing. You kind of lose your rhythm. And I mean, I think I looked at Braden Point's ice time. I don't even know if he had 3 minutes after the first period. All the guys they weren't getting on the ice. And I think that affected our second. Give Washington a ton of credit. They pushed. We were holding on. That's when we really needed Vass, and he was there for us. And then third period was fine. And then, when we scored the go-ahead goal, we were a completely different team. And I thought we just took the game over after that. And until they got to the 6-on-5, which obviously is an advantage for them, but that the second period was a huge issue, and that's when you need your guy. And Vassy stepped up.
Kyle back right, and then we'll take 2 more.